But anyway, everything was in a Sterilight container, and so it was just kind of like a process. You know, when you move, everything's just like a process to get it all taken care of and get them gotten out. And we could not find the can opener for a while. And we were just looking, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna look in every single cabinet and see where we put it. And it ended up in one of our bottom cabinets where a couple of our pans go. And for now. And I was like, seems odd. And I was like, why on earth would I have put it down there? And I was like, well, honey, I don't think that you did. I think that was the work of a very small child who just puts things in places. So, yeah, the can opener has been all over the place. So it's good. But I'm gonna pause the video now so I can go drain these, and then we will get to going. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited. All right, we are ready to go with the potatoes. So the recipe actually calls for mashed sweet potatoes, but we like to use the Bruce's, and by we I mean growing up my mother always used the Bruce's yams because they're soft, and so you can just throw them into the mixer and beat them instead of having to boil and peel and cut up your sweet potatoes. So I did that one time, and I was like, okay, now I see why we have always used the yams. So unfortunately, Publix doesn't sell the big ones. So what we're going to do today is use one of these cans, and then we will use half of the other and save it, and then I'll get another can later on, and I'll be able to make a second batch. It's really funny to me, on this recipe my grandmother wrote can be halved, and I just think, why would anyone ever have this recipe? It also heats up spectacularly, which most things that I make do, and that's probably why I make them. Most, like, meal things, not, like, dessert things. Hello? Oh, dear. I'm so sorry. I just realized 2 things that I forgot to do. 3 things. This was the 3rd. And then I'll take care of the next 2. I need to preheat the oven, which if you are an OG on Kitchen Catastrophes, you know that is something I forget to do frequently. And then I also need to melt the butter, which is something that I forgot to do last week. Or last... I'm talking like I'm going to upload this like when we get time. I guess I've already decided. Whoop. Unless y'all tell me otherwise. Yeah. That's about half. I want the rest of that yam. Whee! Okay. Good deal. So then later on I will cover that one up, and it will go away into the fridge, and I'll save it for later. But now I'm gonna go preheat the oven, melt the butter, and I'm also gonna go ahead and crack. Get out of there! Get out! Shoo! Rude! Absolutely not. I'm gonna go ahead and crack the eggs just so that I can beat them, because I have to beat those as well. No, I won't, because I'll have to beat them. What do I want to do that in? Do I want to do that in a bowl? It's just really loud. Also, the dishwasher is running, so I apologize if you can hear that. It's probably kind of loud, too. We'll see. You know what? We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. At this point, y'all, ants are my mortal enemy. I can't with them anymore. Okay, so I should probably mash the potatoes now, but I haven't yet. And we've got our potatoes, haven't the sugar, but we got our butter melted, and now we gotta beat these eggs. I guess I could use the little whisk, but I'm not. I'm using a fork. Woo! This is not nearly as obnoxious a sound as the knife was. I realized after last week's video when I was going through and cutting out a couple of things, I am so sorry. The knife does not sound that loud to me when I was working on the butter. It was so loud in the video, so I am so sorry for that. These are not professionally grade done by any stretch of the imagination, if you hadn't guessed that. So I'm not doing anything crazy in the editing, but I am very sorry. I'm also trying to speak a little bit louder because I realized it was very hard to hear me. So I just apologize for the new space. Hadn't filmed that before here, so hopefully this one will be a little bit better. Okay, our eggs are good, our butter's good. Now we need our sugar. No, we need to mash the potatoes, Riley. Can I do it here? I cannot. Okay, it's too close to the air fryer. There's a lot going on this side of the counter. That's why I have everything. Usually if I'm baking, I do it over there. But if I have to use a mixer, I gotta use it right here. Okay, this is just precarious now. Let's see what we can do here. Fortunately, the mixer has a substantial cord. Okay. Because I'm gonna need to pull this down and back up quite a bit. Okay, clear now. All right, ready to go, Harry? Is Harry? I don't know. We'll see. Beautiful. Okay. It is rather annoying having the recipe over there and having to walk back and forth, but you know what, it's fine. Half a teaspoon of salt. The nice thing about this too is that you just kind of dump everything in there. So once the like if the eggs are beaten, the potatoes are mashed, everything just kind of goes in there and you just kind of mix it up. So you don't have to like set things aside and have them ready to like, it's not like with like a cake where you're having to like measure out your dry ingredients, measure out your wet ingredients, mix everything together, and then like gradually pour it in. I never really did that technically anyway, just because it got on my nerves. But that is nice. So we got our sugar, our salt in there. We got our eggs. We have this feature right now. Eggs. Whoop. Let's put that out of there. Woo, dude. She's right on the other side of this wall, so like I can hear her very easily. Okay, out in the sink so it's not getting everywhere. And then our butter. Okay. We need our milk, half a cup of milk, and then a teaspoon and a half of vanilla. Hopefully the vanilla, I don't think I need any vanilla in my last recipe, so hopefully. Okay, so our milk. It's like we're really low. Alright, the ants are like attacking my food scale. And I don't really know what that's about, but I'm not loving it. I keep forgetting I have this apron on. It's so nice. Had to shake it up between videos, you know. Why is this whisk out? It doesn't need to go. it actually just makes it easier for me to look for the videos later on. But it's nice to say, I think. Maybe it's bad because I'm lying. 1 and 2, 3. We made it! And we still have a tiny bit left. Maybe, I'm bad at eyeballing things, maybe like another teaspoon and a half, maybe 2 teaspoons. Maybe this bottle is deceptive. It's like the widow's oil, just keeps multiplying. That'd be pretty cool, not gonna lie. Okay, let me check and make sure that's everything. Mashed potatoes, sugar, eggs, salt, margarine, milk, and vanilla. Okay, we are good. It's literally like 3 instructions. It's like mash the sweet potatoes, throw everything in a bowl, mix it up, put it into a casserole dish, make the topping, put the topping on top of it, and then put it in the oven.